Sophie Cunningham just re-signed with the Indiana Fever. But the way this signing went down tells you everything about how dangerous this front office actually is. Fans panicked for 24 hours. Twitter was writing her exit story, but the deal was already done, and the Fever were quietly hunting a second enforcer at the exact same time. And they got her. The 2026 Indiana Fever just became a completely different team. And the rest of the WNBA should be worried. Stay till the end, because the second signing changes everything about Indiana's championship ceiling. Let's rewind to day one of free agency, April 11th. The Fever came out swinging. Kelsey Mitchell locked in on her supermax. $1.4 million, making it the first $1 million contract in Fever history. Lexie Hull confirmed returning on a multi-year deal, announced in a TikTok with Caitlin Clark. Very on brand. Monique Billings signed a multi-year deal, becoming the first unrestricted free agent to ink with the Fever. Myisha Harris, an Indiana native, signed to come back home. And then silence on Sophie. Complete silence. That's when Sophie posted on Instagram, "Bet on yourself." And fans completely spiraled. The comments exploded. One fan wrote, "Sophie, what about her? We need her." Another said, "CC needs her protector." Then you got a potential championship team. People were writing her exit story in real time. But here's the truth behind the silence. The deal was already done before free agency even opened. The Fever were holding the announcement deliberately. The reason? They were simultaneously running a second negotiation for a front-court enforcer. This is where Amber Cox and the Fever front office showed exactly who they are. Indiana was tracking two front-court targets, Alana Smith, the co-defensive player of the year in 2025, and Azura Stevens, an elite front-court presence. Both were demanding max contracts. So what did the front office actually do? They held the Cunningham announcement hostage while the market sorted itself out. They watched Smith sign a 3-year max with the Dallas Wings. They watched Stevens go to the Chicago Sky. Neither fit the Fever's math, and Indiana didn't blink. The Cunningham announcement dropped April 12th, almost immediately after both doors closed. In the official press release, Amber Cox said, "Not only is Sophie one of the best three-point shooters in the league, but she is an exceptional teammate, both on and off the court. She plays with infectious energy that impacts not only our team, but our fan base as well. This isn't a front office reacting. This is a front office running multiple scenarios simultaneously and moving on their own timeline." Now let's talk about why Sophie is flat out irreplaceable. The shooting resume alone is staggering. She shot 43.2% from 3 in 2025, the third highest mark in the entire WNBA. From July 11th through August 15th, she shot a scalding 53% from 3, the best in the league over that stretch among players, with a minimum of 30 attempts. She did all of that in only 30 games before an MCL tear ended her season. But the real reason Clark needs her goes beyond shooting. It's the enforcer role. Clark runs the fastest offense in the league, draws contact constantly and operates in traffic. That invites physical play from opponents, and if there's no response, it keeps coming. Think back to the Connecticut Sun game in June 2025. J.C. Sheldon poked Clark in the eye. Marina Mabrey shoved Clark. Sophie responded by yanking Sheldon to the ground on a layup. Flagrant foul, ejected. She didn't hesitate. She knew the price. She paid it anyway. The message it sends: there is a cost for going at Caitlin Clark. Sophie Cunningham is the one who collects it. And the shooting plus physicality combo creates an unguardable dynamic. A defender sags off Sophie to help on Clark's drive. Open 3 punished. A defender stays attached to Sophie. Clark has the lane. There is no clean answer. That's the whole point. With Lexie Hull presenting the same dilemma on the other side, Indiana now runs 2 players alongside Clark, who can shoot and won't back down physically. Opposing coaches can't cheat off either of them and can't bully either of them. Now the contract situation. Sophie wanted long-term security publicly. She got 1 year. But is she unhappy? Her own words after the signing: "I have a feeling this is going to be another special season." Let's get spicy. That is not a player who feels shortchanged. Per Spotrac, she signed at $665,000 fully guaranteed. The reason for 1-year deals across the board is strategy, not a slight. Mitchell's supermax is also 1 year. Billings got multi-year because she's younger and cheaper. Hull got multi-year as young core. The pattern is clear. Expensive veterans on short terms, young core locked in longer. The CBA math drives everything. The new CBA saw the salary cap jump from $1.5 million to $7 million, creating the highest spending free agency in WNBA history. Clark is eligible for the EPIC Max designation in 2027, and that could be massive. Aaliyah Boston is eligible for EPIC Max this year. Mitchell is in line for max level money in 2027. If the Fever locked Sophie into multi-year money now, they'd be negotiating 2027 with one hand tied behind their back. And there's the off-court math. Indiana is the highest profile market in women's basketball because of Clark. That means endorsements, brand deals and media opportunities across the Midwest that don't exist at this level anywhere else. Playing next to Caitlin Clark in 2026 does something real for a player's public profile. And Sophie understands that math. Now the moment you've been waiting for, the second enforcer. Myisha Hines-Allen posted Indiana Fever colors with the Wings logo scratched out, and the internet noticed. The official signing came April 13, 2026, one day after Sophie's announcement. She is a 9-year WNBA veteran, spent the majority of her career with the Washington Mystics after being drafted number 19 in 2018. She was traded to the Minnesota Lynx mid-2024, then played 2025 with the Dallas Wings, averaging 7.6 points, 6.0 rebounds, and 2.9 assists across 40 games. Her best season came in 2020, 17 points, 8.9 rebounds in the COVID-shortened season. She's also a WNBA champion, winning it all in 2019 with Washington. What she brings to Indiana is physicality that's hard to scheme around. She fights for position before the ball arrives. She finishes through contact, not around it. She pulls down rebounds in traffic, other forwards watch bounce away. She doesn't need plays run for her. Crucial next to Boston, who needs space and touches. Per Sports Illustrated, all it will take is MHA coming to Clark's defense one time for Fever fans to warm up to her. The double enforcer picture is now complete. Sophie protects Clark and the backcourt, making physical play expensive on the perimeter. Denetue protects Boston and the paint. Same energy in the front court. This is a team that cannot be bullied. Full stop. Per the Nine Sports, Boston, Billings, Dantas, Hines-Allen, Timpson and draft pick Raven Johnson form a deep front court with varied skill sets. Look at this roster now. The backcourt is 5 deep. Clark, Mitchell, Hull, Cunningham, Harris. Without dropping off in shooting, physicality or defense, the front court is deeper than it's ever been. Boston, Billings, Hines-Allen, Damiris Dantas returning on a veteran's minimum. Michaela Timpson entering year 2, and draft pick Raven Johnson at number 10 overall, out of South Carolina, adding backcourt depth. And remember the injury context. In 2025, Clark played only 13 games due to ankle and groin injuries. Cunningham's MCL tear came in August 2025. Mitchell dealt with rhabdomyolysis in Game 5 of the playoffs. A healthy 2026 Indiana Fever is a completely different animal. The fan energy says it all. The Indiana Fever. Official account tweeted, "She's back," and Spicy Sophie is back. Instagram flooded with comments like, "Best news ever, oh my god LFG." The Adidas basketball official account chimed in, "Here we go again." Yardbarker called "Let's Get Spicy" a battle cry, saying the rest of the WNBA better be ready. Outkick said Fever fans are universally fired up, and the optimism is at an all-time high in Indianapolis. A fully healthy Clark. Mitchell coming off a 20-point season. Hull locked in multi-year. Sophie back as the enforcer and elite shooter. Myisha Hines-Allen bringing paint toughness nobody can scheme around. Aaliyah Boston anchoring everything. Raven Johnson added in the draft. This isn't the same team that got knocked out in 2025. This is a championship-built roster. The open question is simple. Can they stay healthy? Because if this group plays together for a full season, the entire league has a problem. Who wins the 2026 WNBA title? Drop it below and tell me if you think Sophie and MHA are enough to finally get Clark her first ring.